It's VBS countdown week, and part of my decor for my class is giant paper flowers. You will get demonized by some for clipping feather wings, but I promise you it doesn't hurt the chick. It's like trimming your own fingernails. It doesn't hurt them. The wing feathers, they grow back, and what I do is I check to see which side I trimmed the last time so that I alternate the side that I cut. And that way they don't get used to it, because I guess the belief is if they get used to it, they'll end up learning how to fly with one wing. And so I alternate the sides to prevent that. You don't cut all of the feather along the whole wing. What I cut is just the flight feathers, and I go about halfway to where it meets up with the shorter part of the feather line. When you open up the chick's wings, you're able to tell how the feathers kind of layer each other. And again, I only cut the halfway of the flight feathers, and I leave the back, warming leathers intact. So when you deliberately give up your second income to raise your family, to be primarily their caretaker and educate them and take care of your home and husband, certain things become luxury items. One of those things for me was Spam. Spam ain't cheap, y'all. Spam will run you. Lunch is almost ready. Spam will run you $4 or $5 for a little can. And when you have a family, that it's almost ready. Can you please go sit down for a little bit? Thank you. And so when you have a big family, you're on a budget, right? Because you got to make that dollar stretch. And so Spam became one of those luxury items that we bypass. We don't spend on, because I can buy a whole chicken for $5, and out of that whole chicken get 2-3 different meals, right? I can use the breast for one thing, use the thigh for another, the bones for stock for soup, and make vegetable soup. Like, you could take one chicken and really, do a lot with it. And I shared that with my friend. I shared with her that, Spam was a luxury item, and that over the last few months, I had been sneaking in a can of Spam into the grocery, and kind of had this little secret stockpile of Spam. And that one day, because I would put it away and wouldn't look at it. And one day I looked at it, and I had like 10 cans. And I felt grateful, so grateful to God for those 10 cans of luxury in my cabinet. Because my husband has worked hard. He works hard to take care of us so that we can do what it is that we're doing. And I shared that with my friend, and the last time I saw her, she handed me a case. It's not a case, it's like 4 cans of Spam. And I was like, wow. And my thought was, my friend might be wealthy, my friend might not be wealthy, but she chose to share it with me. Freaking 4 cans of Spam, man. And it meant everything. It meant so much. And it touched my heart. And I think that she showed something that I think we should all be showing. That I want to show more of. is when you are blessed, when the Lord gives you abundance, it isn't for you to turn around and use for self gratification and self, I don't know, for building idols in your little castles. I don't know how else to say it. I think it's so that you can become a blessing, so that you can help, so that you can encourage, so that you can share. And my friend does that with 4 cans of Spam and with all the other things that she just brings to me. Like, her father makes black garlic and she brings me steady supplies of black garlic. I love this stuff. And all the other wonderful little things that she does for me.
Each person had his own ideas for using the cup. We all do things different ways, but each person can follow God and fulfill his purpose. Today's point: God uniquely designed us for his purpose.